house today in Scroggins, Texas, doing a video on the litter saver. Right now we're looking down a house, a typical 40 by 400 house, to grow poultry, not layers, but to actually grow pullets, grow 4.5, 5 pound birds. You can see right here actual cake on top of the floor where the load out crew has come in and mashed the wet litter up. What we're going to show is how the actual litter saver is used inside the house to break up cake, pulverize, hammer, aerate, lift, fluff, and dry without having the cake out. Without having to take the actual cake out of the house, are called decaking. We're filming today an one of the first edition 7-foot models that Priefert produced a little over 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago. And this machine in itself was used at a major integrator, went through 2,000 houses as a test model, and it's been on this farm for 4 years. As you can see, those hammers across there are staggered design, and that's to pick up that litter and slinging it around inside that box as it's turning. I'm going to have the operator turn on the machine, and we're going to watch as the hammers swing. This is not your daddy's tiller. It's not your next door neighbor's tiller. This is a hammer mill. You can notice those things are welded on the hammers on the drum that we showed you earlier. They're free swinging. And at 540 RPMs on your tractor, that drum is turning 700 to 750 RPMs. The hammers are swinging faster than that due to the fact that they are free swinging. You also notice that we're not even on level ground, but the machine is setting on the ground and the hammers are swinging freely, not touching the ground. They're made so that they won't dig into your pad. See them swinging freely? They're made so they don't dig into your pad. They're to pick up your litter and your litter only. And that's one thing the side shields and the skids are for, to help keep your machine running down the top of your pad, picking up litter, hammering it apart, and letting it flow out the back side of your tailgate. Here in the house in Scroggins, Texas, and what we're looking at is the bedding material in the house. As you can see a while ago, we've taken pictures of the cake that I held up in front of the camera, and what we're looking at here is actually after the first pass of the litter saver through the cake. As you can see where the machine went through the bedding material. Instead of having a big hard clumps, you can see where the hammers hammered the material apart, and it started breaking the cake in two. There's no solid surface, no big large chunks, and this is just the first pass. Instead of having a big chunk, now we have loose, still small clods, but there again, this is the first pass. And that's the action of the hammer mill, to break those big clods apart. Here in just a little bit, we'll come back through and show you what happens the second pass and how the machine actually works when you go through the house 2 to 3 times. It gives you a lifting and drying action beyond what anything else on the market is today.